Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Atlanta Falcons taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. Again, everyone, Brandon Gordon along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rowe going right back to Wilson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. The Falcons have 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
A quick throw, but incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Rowe. Wide open receiver complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Rowe, flush to his right. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Rowe to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Rowe. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rowe. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Toss play to Matthews. Dancing away at the 35. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Off play action. Lacey. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave them a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1 yard gain. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lacey. Escaping the pressure. Lacey hit. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it, ends up getting the ball stripped.
Following the fumble recovery. Rowe, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Rowe out to his left. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Lacey. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jenkins. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Rowe. Throw left side complete. That's Vasquez. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
On 1st and 10, Rowe over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now an option play on 2nd down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jacobs. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. 2nd and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Looking to throw. Rowe. He finds his man, complete. It's Vasquez. Throwing on 1st down. Rowe. He finds his man complete. It's Vasquez. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Now the try here for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. That time a 9-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lacy. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Lacy. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at, eluding the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. Second down and 3. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On first down, Rowe. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw. Rowe. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Vasquez. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
On first and 10, Rowe steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27. To throw on second down. Rowe, flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Rowe. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rowe. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
A try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They start the drive with Matthews. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. To throw on second down. Lacey, and Matthews makes the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Lacey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had 3 touchdown passes in that game a week ago. He's got 2 already here in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Only able to get it to his own 20 after breaking through the contact. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw. Rowe. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
We have so many different terms for 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Rowe. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rowe. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rowe. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Flushed out right. Down. Not the 1st down play they wanted by any stretch of the imagination. An absolutely huge loss on the sack.
And down he goes again. A bevy of sacks in less than a half. But this defense is still losing the game. They've got to fix something because there should be no excuse for losing with an effort like this on that side of the ball. They need to take advantage when their defense is generating this kind of pressure so early in the game.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Rowe finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So nothing doing there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Give them the completion. No gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lacey. Open target. Here's Matthews. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Lacey. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Operating from the gun. Lacey. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On 3rd down, Lacey. He dumps it off to Matthews. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. On 1st down, Lacey. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Lacey. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And that will close the gap down to 14. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Well, the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Throwing to start the drive. Rowe. Catch made right side by Wilson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw on 2nd down. Rowe. Caught by Wilson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort. I don't know if it's technique, but they'll have to work on that in practice.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rowe. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rowe eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 20. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start our tour right here in Florida. The New York Giants flying south to take on Tampa Bay, and it's the Giants who are out in front. The Giants seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. The Bengals keep their already slim playoff hopes alive, but at 4-7, another loss would likely put an end to any postseason dream. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. The Saints are most likely looking at a playoff-free season, but they do pick up win number 3 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Lacey, he finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. To throw on 2nd down. Lacey, and this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Throwing to start the drive. Rowe, and to the left side here, Wilson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rowe, flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A 40-yard punt, give him 3. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A first down carry for Matthews. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lacey. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. Matthews up the middle. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Operating from the gun, Lacey. And they'll work this down inside the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Up the middle they go. It's Gregory. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no works.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Lacey. And that is incomplete. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. To throw on second down. Rowe. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. Rowe got his man complete over the middle. That's Vasquez. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Operating from the gun. Rowe firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Here's second and a yard. Back to throw. Rowe. He finds his man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Looking to throw. Rowe. Touchdown, Falcons! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have opened the lead up to 30. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this